There can be no doubt about it, guys, that we do have an epidemic of crime here in this country. Criminals probably are actually committing more crimes now because they know that depending on the city that they're actually in, little to nothing may actually happen to them. In progressive run cities, you got people like Brandon Johnson, mayor of Chicago, who you guys already know. He actually calls out the people that are actually calling out the crime. This man is pro-criminal. It's pretty clear. All of these liberal run cities are overrun with crime. Why? It's because of soft on crime policies and also, woke DAs that won't prosecute the crime. You can actually thank George Soros for all of that. That actually brings us to Henry Cuellar, who is from Texas. He is in the U.S. House of Representatives, and he actually represents Laredo, Texas. Now, Henry Cuellar is a Democrat, but Henry Cuellar, he's a different type of Democrat. He is probably the only Democrat that has admitted that the border is wide open, and he's called out Joe Biden for that. He has. He's known as a more conservative Democrat, but he still is a Democrat at the end of the day. He was actually in Washington, D.C. doing his job. Actually, he wasn't doing his job at the time, but he got carjacked. He got carjacked, and 3 black criminals held him at gunpoint. This is a problem. This is a problem. We need to get super duper tough on crime. Will it happen? I really don't know. Definitely not in Washington, D.C. Oh, no. Can't do that. Check this out. Texas Congressman Henry Cuellar carjacked at gunpoint in Washington, D.C. 3 men carjacked the congressman at gunpoint while he was parking his car in the district's Navy Yard neighborhood. Cuellar's chief of staff said, man, I'm glad that Henry Cuellar is okay. But this man was held at gunpoint. Gunpoint. How? Why is this happening? We know why. Soft on crime policies. Let's read this. U.S. Rep. Henry Cuellar, Democrat of Texas, was the victim of an armed carjacking Monday night in Washington, D.C., Fox News Digital confirmed. The longtime Democratic congressman was in the Navy Yard neighborhood when the incident took place at about 9:30 p.m., according to U.S. Capitol Police. The agency, along with the Metropolitan Police Department, responded to the scene at New Jersey Avenue and K Street Southeast. The entire block is closed off as police investigate. And actually, if you look at this picture right here, this is the area where it actually did happen. Fox News has like a 8-second clip, not worth even playing. But here we go. Police are searching for 3 suspects described as black men wearing all black clothing in connection with the carjacking, MPD said in an alert. Cuellar's stolen vehicle, a white Honda CHR, has since been recovered. Man, why is it, man? Every time, and I mean like almost every time, we're talking about stuff like that, like this. Black people are involved. Why? It's the epidemic, man, of not having fathers in the home. I'm willing to bet that these criminals probably did not have that father in their lives. I said it before, man. Larry Elder has been talking about this for the longest time. But hey, according to the left, man, you can't listen to Larry Elder because he is the black face of white supremacy. Larry Elder is telling it like it is. Once you fix the family, then you'll fix the crime. Without the family being fixed, the crime will continue. It goes on here. It says, quote, as Congressman Cuellar was parking his car this evening, 3 armed assailants approached the congressman and stole his vehicle. Cuellar's chief of staff, Jacob Hochberg, said in a statement, luckily, he was not harmed and is working with local law enforcement. Thank you to Metro PD and Capitol Police for their swift action and for recovering the congressman's vehicle. House Democratic Caucus Chair Pete Aguilar, Democrat of California, was spotted at the location of the crime with Cuellar as Capitol Police were processing the scene and taking a statement from Cuellar. Quote, DC's Metropolitan Police Department is investigating an armed carjacking that happened around 9:30 p.m. in DC's Navy Yard neighborhood, Capitol Police said in a statement. The victim has been identified as a member of Congress, so the USCP has investigators working with MPD on the case. Injuries were not reported. Detectives are working to track down the suspects. I'm wondering, though, will the suspects actually be found? I'm not really sure. This is Washington, D.C., where crime runs amok. It's sad, man. It's sad. Even our nation's capital is not even safe from crime. Look here. Monday's incident made Cuellar the second Democrat in Congress to become a victim of crime in the nation's capital this year. In February, Minnesota Rep. Angie Craig was attacked in an elevator at her apartment building before fighting off her attacker. I think I remember that. The carjacking also comes just 2 weeks after law enforcement officials held an open forum on Capitol Hill for members of Congress and Capitol Hill staff to discuss public safety in the surrounding neighborhoods. Multiple congressional staffers have been victims of crime in the district this year, including one of U.S. Rep. Brad Finstad's staff members who was brutally attacked leaving the congressional baseball game in June, and a member of Senator Rand Paul's staff who was attacked in broad daylight in March. Man, this is crazy. This is happening, man, to members of Congress. I'm glad that Henry Cuellar is okay. I'm glad that he did not get hurt. But these criminals need to be arrested. They need to be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Don't be soft on these people. Stop being soft on crime. Somebody needs to be made an example of. I mean, it needs to happen. I mean, if you continue to be soft on crime, you're going to see more of this stuff. You just are. The family needs to be fixed. This is embarrassing, man. It's always black men committing these crimes. And we always hear about, black men. Too many of them are actually locked up in prisons. Guess what? Black men are committing half of the violent crimes in this country. And we only represent 6% of the population. This is crazy, man. This is absolutely crazy that this is happening. And I'm pretty sure Henry Cuellar won't be the last. I'm pretty sure that other members of Congress are going to get attacked as well. Because this is a major problem, guys. It is. Sad to say, but that is the reality of the situation. Changes need to happen in Washington. We've heard that many, many times, especially when it comes to crime, in addition to the mess in the White House. That's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.